Hey guys, so Doordash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working! I was literally working! And they deactivated me! This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while door dashing. They just fired me! And the police are doing nothing! I lost my job! And that was my only way to make money to pay my bills!
Hey everyone, today I want to talk about a topic that has been circulating around TikTok. So there was an incident that happened with Doordash where a young woman that was just doing her job as a dasher, she comes across a man that is in his house. He is exposed. His pants is to his ankles, I believe, or something, and she sees what she shouldn't see. So obviously she reports this to Doordash, and then Doordash says that they banned the man. Then she goes to her social media to also explain the situation, bring awareness so there are no other victims, and kind of expose this sick man, right? So she uploads the video apparently to TikTok, which I'm actually not sure how you can upload a video like that to TikTok. I didn't see the original video. So if you've seen the original video that she posted on TikTok, please comment down below and let me know, like, was it blurred? Did you see the man's face? Because that could be a big factor in the response of these companies. Anyways, so then she also files a police report explaining the situation, and now she is faced with the situation that Doordash has banned her account. I think like just a couple days later, they're not telling her why. She contacted support. They told her to appeal the ban. She did that. The appeal got denied, and there is no clear communication on why exactly she got banned. She's saying that her money is on there. She can't get access to her money. And the only incident that she can think of is that it has to do with the incident that just recently happened to her, which she is clearly the victim in that incident. So why is she the one getting punished? Can't work. That's how she makes her money, right? That's why the internet is furious right now. Also, another side note, it looks like TikTok is giving her a bunch of strikes and threatening to take down her account, which again, she talks about she's the victim. Why is this happening to me? So please take a look at these videos. She will explain it better than I ever could. This first clip is going to be her basically explaining, kind of summarizing what happened and how she's a victim. She's clearly frustrated, and she's basically saying like she's being punished for basically being assaulted. So please take a look at this first, and then I will come back and give my thoughts, because I feel like this is a very sensitive topic, but it's really important to see, like, these companies, do they really protect their employees like they say they do? And also, what level of protection do we have in this world for real? So take a look and I'll be right back.
3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to Doordash, and Doordash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, Doordash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my Doordash account back. Doordash deactivated me. Doordash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. So what? You're gonna take down my videos and give me strikes and just expect me to be like, oh, I just better shut up. I just better sit here and be quiet. I just better not say anything else. I've lost my job, my only way to pay my bills and make a living. I've also gotten assaulted, and the police are doing nothing to help me. So let me just shut up. You know, the videos got taken down. Nobody has to know what happened to me. No, I'm going to keep telling my story. Like, this is the only justice I'm getting, is exposing this man and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Like, now he can live with shame and embarrassment if people have seen it and knows who he is or where he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one being punished. He's not getting in trouble with the police. He didn't lose his job if he has one. Like, what's going on with him? Why am I getting fired? Why are my videos getting taken down and why am I getting strikes? Like, I'm about to lose my account. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim. Right? Is this making sense to any fucking body? Hey guys, so yup, I really lost my job. Within less than 24 hours after me submitting my appeal, they denied it. And in the email, they said, you can respond to the previous email that you received explaining the reason why you were deactivated. I never got the email. So last night, I contacted one support agent. We sat on the phone for 25 minutes, and then she transferred me to the community response team. The person on the community response team told me that was the highest team I could get to. There's literally nobody else she could transfer me to. I could hang up the phone and call back and then get transferred to the community response team again. So I sat on the phone with her for another 25, 30 minutes, and she told me that she couldn't tell me. There's no way that they could tell me what the reason why I just lost my job. You guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right? They took the video down and gave my account a strike. So I explained my story again and censored the video that I have just so they can't take it down for the same reason. They took it down for the same reason again, and now my account has a second strike. Guess what? If I get one more strike, I'm banned from TikTok. So not only did I get assaulted 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday, I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done. This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember? I'm the victim. And they took down my video. They were going to have to pay me for my second story time because that was over a minute long. They were going to have to pay me for all those views I got. So no, they took that right down. They took that right down. Absolutely not. They're not paying me for that. Nope.
Now that you've seen the video, you can kind of see like her side and her perspective of everything that went down. I mean, how infuriating is that? You're just a young person doing your job, making money in this very difficult economy. DoorDash is a job that has saved a lot of people in these times because, you know, it overrides like the interview process. All you really need is a clean background and a vehicle, and you could just start making money instantly at your own time. So she was doing that. She was taking advantage. You know, she got bills to pay, like she mentioned. And you go to this sicko's house. He is there with his pants off. And you see something that you should have never seen and don't have to see. And then that's a very scary situation, especially for a young woman. Like, you don't know what he's capable of. He's a sick person, obviously. So naturally, you feel assaulted. Like, a lot of people are in the comments arguing, like, is this assault? Is this not assault? Me personally, I feel like it is assault, period. However, it is very tricky in this situation because of several factors, and I think that's why this case is very complicated. And like I said earlier, this is a sensitive topic, so I don't want to trigger anybody because this is a very triggering situation, and I don't want to invalidate any victims or make them feel like they are overreacting. There is no reason why someone should order food, leave their door open, and expose themselves. That is not right. That guy, first of all, is the main problem here. He is sick. That is disgusting. And yes, her eyes did not have to see that. He assaulted her visually. Like, he could have traumatized her, you know? So that is actually very, very serious. When I say this is difficult, I say it's difficult because in life we have a moral, we have things that are morally wrong, and then we also have things that are legally wrong, if that makes sense, right? So in this situation, let's say she was out at a park, the guy exposed himself, and she seen it. Then yes, I feel like the police could have took action. He could have got arrested, but location is very important here. He was in his house. I think she said with the door open. So because of that factor alone, it makes it very difficult for law enforcement to press charges because they have to go by the book, basically. Like, they can't go by emotion or morally what is wrong, which ethically what is wrong, which is quite sad, but you have to consider like the system that we're in. Like, if someone is in their house and the door is open, they're still in their property, you know, they didn't come to you. And I know that's going to trigger so many people, but I think it's important to bring up because I think that's what makes this case a difficult case. And also, people are kind of getting the situation misconstrued. Is that the word? I don't know. I feel like that's the word. But a lot of people are taking this situation because there's so much emotion behind this topic. Like I said, they're taking this emotion like this person was just doing their job. They were sexually assaulted. I might have to bleep that word out. They were assaulted. And then instead of the company protecting their workers and banning that guy and the police throwing him in jail because what he did was so disgusting and she did not deserve that, which she didn't, they fire her instead. But if you dig deeper, you will see that she went to this man's house. He was in his house. He exposed himself to her. Once she reported it, they claim that they banned the customer. He's out of there. They retaliated, you know? But then she took it further to expose him, like his house, basically like where he lives, probably his face. Like I said, I didn't see that part of the video when she actually posted the man, but she took to social media and posted him. Now, I believe that's when Doordash banned her. Why? Because although he's a sicko, he was in his house, which gave him some level of protection. And because of that, Doordash did ban him because for the inappropriate behavior. However, it's a liability on Doordash because they give you the address of these people. They give you the name of these people. And if you got that from Doordash and then you uploaded it and exposed him to a lot of people, he can potentially sue Doordash for privacy reasons, which sucks because obviously like this guy like is the issue to begin with. But I'm just looking at it from the company's perspective. So they had to ban her because she violated their terms, basically exposing his living place and exposing the customer's privacy because she got his information from Doordash. So that could be really bad for Doordash. So I say this to say, and basically Doordash kind of said that was the case in a post on TikTok after, of course, like the video went viral, which is sad that a company finally says a statement once things are viral when they should have just did this in the beginning, which is also an issue because you never informed her the reason. So of course she's gonna think the reason was you're punishing her for what she had to endure. Like, you could have easily communicated with her the reason that she got banned was due to privacy violation, which some could argue he doesn't deserve privacy. She's spreading awareness. The police is not doing anything, so she has the right to tell her story, yada, yada, yada. Please comment your thoughts on that part in the comments for sure. But basically, so Doordash responded and they basically explained, like, hey, the reason we banned her is because she posted this man and his house, and that violates the privacy of him. So some argue, why are they trying to protect the victim? She's the trying to protect him over the victim. So it's really tricky. And like I said, the police is very limited in situations like this. The comment section on TikTok is also extremely split. Most people are just upset. They are canceling Doordash. They are in Doordash's Instagram comments. They are in Doordash's TikTok comments. And they are going off on Doordash as expected. A lot of people, I feel like, generally are taking this as victim blaming. There are some people in the comments, however, basically saying, like, this is not assault because he didn't touch her, I guess. So the definition of assault is being questioned here. They're saying, like, he didn't touch her, he was in her house. Yes, it's disgusting, but like, there's really not much they could do because of the context, which, like I said earlier, I do feel like it's assault. I feel like you traumatized her. She could have lived the rest of her life without seeing that, and you took that away from her. So therefore, I do think it's assault. And I think he's a sick individual. I think, like, she should definitely expose him on, like, platforms like Twitter where it's uncensored, and he should be shamed for what he did for real. As far as Doordash, I feel like as a company, they banned him allegedly. Hopefully they did, because that's not right. That is a danger to customers. So he does not deserve to traumatize people. So them banning him was the right move. I think they should have accommodated her more. I think they should have sent her proof that they banned him and just, like, made her more involved. And then I think when she posted the video to social media, instead of just banning her, they should have explained that she shouldn't, that's violating the terms because you're putting his home out there, his face out there, and then that's a liability to them. I think where they really truly messed up is banning her and not telling her why. As far as police, I just feel like they're just limited in what they can do for real. I feel like a lot of police do want to do more, but they're just limited in what they can do. So it's a tricky situation for multiple reasons. One, location does matter. He was in his home. He wasn't outside. The door was open. He didn't touch her. I know that's going to trigger a lot of people, but, like, it makes the situation different if you're in your house, no clothes, and the door is open and then she's seen it. 3, I think that she did expose him, and that's liability to Doordash, and that's why they did what they did, which they also said in their statement. That's why they banned her. And it wasn't because of what happened to her, it's because of her exposing him. And then as far as the hate Doordash is getting, that's a given, you know what I'm saying? So very, very tricky situation. I'm so sad that that girl had to go through that, and then now she doesn't have a job as a result of this whole situation. Completely not fair. That man is a sick person. Like I said, I do feel like he should be exposed. I feel like people should be aware of him, and he just messed up this girl's life indirectly, I feel like. So that's what I gotta say about this situation. I wish her the best. I hope that she can make like a GoFundMe, and the people that have the heart to help her can help her in this situation, because it's hard out here, and to not be able to dash anymore is very, very disappointing. And I really hope that she's able to get her account back. And as far as that man, I don't know. Like, in a perfect world, he would be under the jail, you know? But I know that's not how this works, unfortunately. It's a lot of sick people out there. Y'all be careful. And please comment your thoughts. And I know, emotion aside, like, really analyze this case and see like what really could have been the best outcome here. I feel like companies, they just want to protect themselves. Same goes for TikTok. As you can see, like, she violating terms because she posted his face, probably, or I don't know if he was exposed in the video she posted, which would definitely violate TikTok's terms. So these companies, they just go by their guidelines, and unfortunately, they don't really consider or factor in empathy. But yeah, that's the sad world we live in, right? But it's infuriating when you have a problem and you reach out to your employer, because since TikTok is not an actual like manager you can just go to and complain, you have to call and be on hold and talk to middlemen that don't know how to handle situations like this. So I can't even imagine how frustrated she was to be going through that. So sending her lots of love.